Thank you, Adrian. And I hope that you've enjoyed both our presentations. I think the reality component for me this morning was really important to convey, and the richness that Adrian, through his experience, not necessarily through the 4 revolutions, but his experience in life and bringing to the table the reality of governance through its all different forms, I think is a really valuable insight for us, and I hope that's contributed to your learning today. As part of the way that we support our clients, Ansvar Risk has established risk solutions. We have members of our team here today that work with brokers and directly with clients at times to support their risk management journey. And we've deliberately established these in certain ways. And you'll see on the left-hand side there our enterprise risk management component. This is the form that provides leaders, managers, directors, owners, and people in the front line to develop their risk capability, to enhance their governance responsibility. Mindful that governance doesn't necessarily sit at the board table. Governance, for some people, means the everyday operations of meeting with their clients. And so our enterprise risk management solutions are very much focused on how you build that capability and how you lever off the work that our clients are doing. Our consultancy and workshops work with organisations to look at how do you understand the risk management approach of your organisation? What's really important for you to improve risk management? Have you thought about risks to your objectives? And I talked earlier on about the risk management framework linking itself strongly to objectives, the strategy, the business plan, the critical success factors. Have you thought about risks to that? The days of having, stagnant risk registers doesn't cut it. In terms of, yes, we've got a risk management approach. We want to challenge that environment. I presented earlier on some of the questions to ask your clients around this and to stimulate an interest in these workshops. The objectives of consultancy and these workshops is also to make them reachable to our clients. We know in the market that these can be pricey. We know for the sectors that we work with, sometimes it's a balance if they've got funds coming forward to give thought to, well, what do I spend this money on? We want to make these reachable, and we have been able to do that. We also want them to be pitched and tailored to the environment and the context in which our clients work. Adrian and I bring different skill sets. There are opportunities to introduce us into different environments, but we'll always tailor our risk consultancy services to the context of our clients. And we also bring to that opportunities to come and speak directly with boards or executives, to have a conversation, to start the conversation with you, for us to come along with you and support you with the discussions that might land a journey in risk management. I think the great value here is that for the broker, it's a great exposure to the business that you're working with, but also it's an enormous credibility component for you. It's demonstrating to the client that you're understanding their sector and you're bringing in the expertise to enable them to be supported. So some key components here: risk maturity assessments, strategic risk identification programs, looking at a risk improvement plan, understanding business resilience and looking at your business resilience planning. So these are really valuable in terms of the context of how you bring risk management into the governance. And also to support that, what information systems do you have at hand? And we've got 3 information systems ready to go for our clients. And they're online risk packages that are focused on incident system management, learning packages and auditing. So if we think about the incident component, I touched earlier on about the reality check that some of our clients either don't have these appropriately in place. They're individual platforms, Excel spreadsheets, they may be paper-based. Some may have a system that may not necessarily be working for them. One crucial component of having an incident reporting system is making it as easy as possible to report an incident. And we know that the system that we've got available enables that. So our incident reporting system, we rent the platform from Rapid Global, an international company, and we're comfortable and renowned with how they operate. The incident reporting system, though, becomes theirs. We tailor it to fit their purposes. It enables them to download an app on a mobile device. It means if I'm a community worker in someone else's home and an incident arises, I can report that incident and immediately that incident will be reported to someone else in the business. It enables smarts. It enables analytics. It creates a system approach to incident management. If your clients are in the aged care sector, childcare sector, and the disability sector, this is not a nice to have, this is a requirement. So a great opportunity to have a conversation with clients about their incident system, and for us to work with you to enable you to access this instantly and to tailor it to needs. The other two packages, Learn. This is about onboarding. A lot of this is about onboarding and educating your staff around the compliance requirements. For instance, if you are a volunteer that's about to start with an organisation, you have access by downloading an app, once again, into this Learn system that has modules in it that you might need to complete before you start. It also might require you to upload your Working with Children check. Again, it's a system. It enables someone else in the business to monitor this with instant access to your staff having completed those modules. You can build learning modules into this environment. So it's a learning platform, and its use is quite flexible, but its importance is that it becomes part of your systems of knowledge. The other component is audit, and we know that there are many clients who struggle with, for example, managing their assets. How do you bring an asset list together? How do you control the checks of the assets? But how do you then delegate tasks for other audits? So I'm thinking in the aged care environment, you need to do an infection control audit of your laundry and your kitchens. You can delegate this audit electronically to a person that picks it up on their app, completes the audit, and the audit becomes part of the system. You can delegate tasks and monitor tasks as that goes along. So these systems are ready to go for our clients. They're ready to be picked up, be tailored, and to be used. And the great thing about it, for our insured, is it comes part of their policy. We see this as really valuable aspect of building governance. So it's available to clients who are insured with us and beyond, those who may not necessarily be insured by us who need access to these systems. There's an ongoing small administration cost after 12 months for the client, and I'm talking a couple of $100 like. So these systems are reachable, and they're really valuable as part of the government's information set. We also have risk partnerships. So what we want to do as we go and grow is to look at how we introduce our clients to partners that have specific risk expertise. So in the instances so far, how do you access someone that can provide you with background checking for staff that you need to bring on? How can you ensure that you get 24-hour turnaround? AIS can do that. AIS is very credible. And the thing about our partnerships is we've got control over the monitoring of the quality. We work with these organisations to ensure we respond if there's any problems, but also to see how we can continue to grow the relationship between these organisations and our clients directly. So AIS background checking, available immediately to our clients. 24-hour turnaround, reduced cost compared to the rest of the compared to a lot of others in the market. Our EmploySure services. We know that process lets us down when it comes to employment practices. And this enables our clients to tap into some expert advice when you've got a difficult situation. So if I need to manage someone's performance, the better practice would be to contact EmploySure to get some advice on the approach that I'm taking, to get the support that I need. And hopefully for everyone come out with a good outcome. And Safe Ministries training. So in our faith environment, I mentioned earlier that the churches have signed up to a Safe Churches training agreement. And this modular learning program enables churches to pick this up and use it throughout their community. And the beauty of this is that the focus is on children and being aware of behaviours of concern with people who have responsibility for children in these environments, but also more broadly about vulnerable people, for those who might have a disability, for older people who find it more difficult to find the complaints mechanism. This is about raising awareness of behaviours of concern and teaching people through the lens of those who manage and work with churches every single day. So 3 important partnerships there. We'll be launching Safe Ministries training further into this month. EmploySure and AIS services are ready to go, as are our online learning packages. So you can see through those 3 elements of ERM, we're about strengthening governance. We also want to ensure that there's a library of support. And for some of our smaller clients, this may be the transactional approach that they take with interfacing with Ansvar Risk, is to access information like fact sheets or examples of tools and templates for risk management. And this is an approach that we'll be continuing to develop as we work closely with the sectors and to meet their needs. We also have our risk quality service surveys as part of the third dimension of our risk solutions, and many of you will be familiar with those surveys. They've been a consistent part of Ansvar Insurance and now Ansvar Risk, and they're the provision of support on site of an assessment of property and the provision of advice on improving risk, enabling those who are responsible for those properties to understand their risks and to take action with them. One of the aspects that's really separating Ansvar Risk, and you'll see by our friend in the corner there, the drone and our technology, is that we'll have a richer understanding to provide to clients and to our underwriting team about property risks, giving us new dimensions, giving us an understanding of places where previously it had been difficult to reach and to understand. I'll keep this going in the background, but you can see the benefits of this technology. It enables us, for example, to get 3D imaging, so we can have a camera within the building. The drone takes camera pictures outside the building. We can actually, using 3D printing, print out a replica of a building. In terms of some of the other capabilities of our software, we can scan a big environment and look for vegetation stress, and I think some of that comes up soon. And by looking at that, we can see in remote areas, for example, where there might be facilities, if there are trees at risk. Immediate interest in vegetation. The indicator here is the chlorophyll levels in those trees indicate to us through hotspots where you need to start making an immediate decision about the risk of that tree. Our pilot, our head pilot over there, Captain Matt, is available after the session to take you through any of the video or any of your interest in our drone and technology. We offer it as part of our service and offer it as part of an opportunity for other organisations to buy into this. We see this as an ongoing separator of Ansvar in the market to accessing this type of technology, so we'd be keen to discuss this further with you if you have some interest in those. So the key components of our risk solutions, the key objectives of them, to make them reachable, to enable the not-for-profit, charitable sectors, those who are managing and looking after vulnerable people, to have access to expertise, which otherwise has been very difficult for them, but we know through the governance challenges that they confront becomes really necessary. And I think the broad range of solutions brings a number of options, from small business operators to big business, in terms of bringing in the expertise, and I think positions our brokers, our relationships with brokers, even stronger. So thanks for your interest. Apologies about the sound, and look forward to catching up with you to talk more about our solutions afterwards. I should also just note, the full range of service suite is available on the Ansvar Risk website, so ansvarrisk.com.au. There's video demonstrations of the three packages, the incident, the learn and the audit. Please contact your state manager, Matt and his team, if you have interest in bringing your clients on board. As I said, we're really keen to demonstrate the capabilities of these systems. We're also keen to work with you to build the capability of the enterprise risk management of the businesses that you work with. So for all of those, there's information on our website and through Matt and his team.